Failure to me is basically not getting up again. It's like not having the resilience when you fail to go, okay, that didn't work. Let me try a different angle.
I think it is not being myself or being true to myself, working with people and particularly around work, doing things that go against truly who I am.
If somebody says to you one of their qualities is to be a chameleon, would you think that is a good quality or a bad quality?
I think it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just one needs so many different faces today. You know, dealing with clients as opposed to dealing with friends. I think it's a very, in a way, a strong quality. Like when you walk into a room, instead of shying down, it's to have the quality to put on the light.
If you are so wishy-washy that the spinal discs are floating everywhere and you need a fusion, then you actually don't even know who you are anymore. I think always when you leave the room, pull yourself together. And again, when chameleon spills into falseness, it's not a good thing.
On this episode of Cheers to Failure, nothing that is about to happen has been planned with much detail. And I've got just the right people to be impromptu with me on the episode. I have two individuals that I love and respect who I have encountered in my career, and they've been friends and have known each other for a very long time. Please meet Amanda and David.
Thank you. Yay, yay, yay.
So let me just start by saying I know that I've changed up the plan on you, and there is no expectation for perfection at all. And this is meant to be light and fun, and we'll be laughing at ourselves, but also reflecting on some level of being, deeper in the life we've lived to this date. So what is failure to you, David? Let me start with that question.
Failure to me is basically not getting up again. That's what it is. It's like not having the resilience when you fail to go, okay, that didn't work. Let me try a different angle. So that to me is failure. Not getting up again.
Not getting up again. Love it. Mans, what's failure to you?
I think it is not being myself or being true to myself. So working with people or doing, and particularly around work, doing things that go against truly who I am. And I know that I'm not quite being myself. And I feel it, for me, I know it's the most overused word. But authenticity is at the root of what's important. And when, worst of all, and it's because I can't bear, because I know I can be a bit of a chameleon, I don't like that at all.
So the other day we were chatting about what it means to be a chameleon. And I want to hear David's thoughts first. David, if somebody says to you one of their qualities is to be a chameleon, would you think that is a good quality or a bad quality?
It's an interesting question. I think being a chameleon, I think it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yes, I agree with you. Let me give you that relief.
Why I say so is because
Why do you say that?
It's just one needs so many different faces today, and one needs to blend into.
I love that. One needs so many different faces.
And that's what he does. His face is different.
Literally and figuratively. You've got to go and do your thing. Yes. So what do you mean by many faces?
It's just like you have a business face, you have a personal face, you've got a face for your friends. I do believe authenticity is key. So within that, in that place, it's very much keeping an authentic level, but having to change in the different environments. Dealing with clients as opposed to dealing with friends. So I think it's a very, in a way, a strong quality. It's like when you walk into a room, instead of shying down, it's to have the quality to put on the light.
Brilliant.
And shine.
Brilliant. Mans, has your opinion and view on being a chameleon, being a good thing or a bad thing changed? I can't remember what you said when we talked about it.
Of course, I've never got
today. Let's talk to the Amanda today.
To Amanda today. You know, I actually thought I was coming to talk more about my mother, so from that, I'd even brought you a gift. I don't know if you brought me one from my mare. Did you bring me anything?
We've got Johannesburg water on tap.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's my mare there. So
yes.
I think because I was channeling my mother.
Yeah.
She was very much for being real and being yourself, no matter what the circumstances is. So, yes, I think it is helpful in different situations
to wear the different faces.
A variation. I like that. Especially if you've got a hair and makeup artist, it helps. I don't do it well on my own. Very centered, very own.
Yeah.
But always should be a core. If you are so wishy-washy that the spinal discs are floating everywhere and you need a fusion,
yes,
you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because then you actually don't even know who you are anymore. I think always when you leave the room, pull yourself together.
Yeah.
And again, when chameleon spills into falseness, it's not a good
Nothing worse.
No,
I agree.
Nothing worse.
Right. So I told you guys I've prepared a few themes to talk about, not questions. I have one card in my hand versus a stack of cards. And I have numbered these themes and I'm trying to keep them to my chest so you don't see, from number 1 to 10. Okay. So let me give you a chance to pick a number and that will define the theme we talk about.
It's quite a gambling situation.
I love it. Wear your gambling face, man. Pick a theme, number, Haubatong.
9.
You're picking number 9. Love it. Let's see what number 9 is. Ooh, you're going to love this. The number 9 theme is lying.
Ooh.
Right, lying. So let's talk about handling lies. Maybe let me say this. When do you lie? And how do you handle it when somebody lies to you?
Wow. That's hell of a...
It's a hell of a lie.
So I must say in my youth, I was known. I was known for lying when I was young because I always felt so shameful. So I always thought, well, the best way out of this drama is to just tell a fib. And as I've matured in life, I've had to realize, look, I don't want to be lied to.
Okay.
So therefore, I can't lie.
Yeah.
I have to be dead honest. And sometimes it's so honest that it can be hurtful.
Yeah.
But I think that's the way I deal with it. I do my best not to.
Not to lie, yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm wearing white.
Yes. Angelic.
Yeah. No, joking.
Yeah.
No, but I do my best not to because I just believe that if you're authentic, you can't really lie.
Yeah. Do you believe in small, tiny lies?
Fibs.
Clean lies.
Yes, I do.
White lies, which is why we are.
White lies.
Yes. In white lies.
I do. I mean, if it saves my ass, of course.
Come for dinner, David. Oh, I've got a thing going on.
Yeah.
That's when I've told, like, oh, sorry, let me just check my diary.
Yeah. Exactly.
My mom is in town. I'm sorry.
Yes, exactly.
Matt, when do you lie and how do you feel when somebody lies to you?
So my boundaries aren't outstanding. I really hate putting in boundaries. I find them terribly cruel.
Okay.
And I often know they're harsh.
Yeah.
Every
your
therapist,
boundaries. Your boundaries.
This concept of you must have boundaries, you know.
Okay.
And I do at times, I know you never would think that of me, but I often do things that I don't want to do to please people. There is a people-pleasing streak. You know, divorced child, pleased mother, pleased father, want everybody to be happy.
Yeah.
But when you're people-pleasing, you are doing some cursing to yourself, saying, I wish this, which is not honest, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't know how that feels in terms of shooting a person.
Something like that. The point is, if you're a people pleaser, you're not totally honest.
Yeah. And that is lying because you're lying to
to yourself and to them. You don't want to hurt them, but at the same time, you want to look like the good person.
Yeah.
You want to feel like the good person. And when you put that boundary in, you're no longer the good person. They see you for the selfish shit that you are.
Yeah.
And it feels terrible. Not to say, and you've hurt them as well. It feels too terrible. And then I always think I should have let the lie go on longer. How hard would it have been to let them stay another 2 days and be uncomfortable? Go to the gym, go for a walk, listen
Run away.
Anyway, so that obviously...
Find ways to keep yourself busy. I think that would be avoiding a conversation. And I get it, because for me, there are times I struggle to maybe talk about my preference. So if somebody's like, do you want to have desserts? I'll be like, and then the next thing is like, I made something. I'm like, yeah, actually, I do feel like dessert today. But I'm actually not a dessert person. But I also remember having to get comfortable with putting a boundary. And I think the older, like you were saying, the older you become, the more you realize that you owe yourself the frankness, the honesty. I struggle to fake emotion. That's my biggest struggle. But that's my thing about lying. And so you chose the 9.
I chose the 9, and I don't like being lied to, of course.
Okay.
Who does?
Okay.
How do you
respond when you realize that you were lied to?
Test just terrible temper around if I've been lied to, but I've lied myself. And when you can actually look at that and say, but the time you had an affair wasn't excellent. It wasn't one of your finest moments at all.
Terrible.
And so, but had it been reversed on me, which I'm fortunate to date that it hasn't.
Yeah.
I know that I would lose it terribly. It wouldn't work for me. So one must try and keep in mind, same.
Yeah.
I think
and
so.
And like for me, actually, even with the kids, I say, tell the truth, you get into a little bit of trouble. Tell a lie, you get into a whole
and then one's got
trouble.
to remember the lies.
Yeah.
There's a trail. So
There's
you say,
trail,
the other thing is going out at night's not for me. And then, but I do want to be invited still. So, I just want to keep it open both ways.
Yes.
It's that.
Something boundaryless.
I love boundaryless, yes. So let's give David a chance to choose a number. Pick a number. Get us to the next theme of our conversation. I love this laughter we're having. You choose a 7.
7.
Oh, trying too hard.
Oh.
That's the theme of
one of
the
my favorite
conversation.
things.
Trying too hard.
I can't bear it.
You can't bear it. When it's being displayed to you, or when you are the one trying too hard?
Both.
Yeah, why can't you bear it?
I just feel like if I'm trying too hard, then things are not aligning. It means that it's not flowing, right? So, and then when I see people trying too hard, and my goodness, do I see them?
Really?
It's quite,
What if the reason why one is trying too hard is because they're afraid of failing?
Of course. I do believe that. It's hard to see it sometimes. I think that it's a difficult one to look at and really go, okay, that's just where they're at. They're busy, whatever they're doing on the exterior, imagine that they're doing 10 times more on the interior. In order to get to that point of being accepted, being loved.
Being in flow.
And I think that thing always turns to the thing of all of us only just want to be loved.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the reality for me, because trying too hard must mean, or it must mean nothing actually. I think it's a thing of just being seen. I think that's the thing.
Yeah, man's trying too hard.
I think it also taps into that people pleasing.
Yeah.
And it's not a great quality. I hate it when I feel myself doing it.
Trying to.
Yeah. It's like I just want to please them and be noticed. And it's not a grand quality. Again, I must go to my mom, who really didn't try too hard.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Tell a story.
She was fully herself.
Tell a little bit of a story about your mom.
No, because I'll do the trying too hard.
A lot of work
so much.
A lot of your comedy and your humor is inspired by your mom.
So much authenticity, and really There was a comment she made very late in life, and David even says it better than me.
Are you serious?
I'd had a full-on blow-up with my brother before my niece's wedding, which for a Jewish mother's too terrible, for any mother. But, I mean, this was the one occasion she actually got out of bed, took antidepressants and got to Australia. So you must know she was serious about the wedding.
Yeah.
We get there.
How old was she at this point?
84.
84.
My brother and I go on to full-on fisticuffs, taking each other apart for years that we never discussed and should have. She was very disappointed, to say the least. So I said to her, Mom, you know what? At least you don't have to make like you're happy. It's fine. And she, as David said,
basically what she did, she had a ciggy.
I've
seen it.
Yeah.
She had a ciggy. She killed it, and she said, you know what? I'll just be myself. Rude.
Oh, did
That
you
was
see
it.
that?
That's it.
Totally
I'll
and
just
utterly
be myself.
rude.
And I love that about my mom.
Yeah.
She was
She didn't
herself.
try too hard
She didn't try too hard.
to
And
be something she's not.
No.
Yeah.
And I also can overthink. I get a text and then I text back with every dancing lady and whatever. I'm expecting a whole meme and a story. And I get like 2 words back. And I go,
Does it
Habaton.
offend you? Does it offend you? So a friend, I actually texted a friend like 1 sentences back who was texting paragraphs.
Paragraphs with icons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, no, tomorrow, black, no. And then she was like, well, I can see you having a pleasant day. But I was in the middle of another conversation. And I thought, for me, the immediacy of my response is worth more than
making a
like a paragraph of a response.
I know. And that's again, I often wonder when I spend 15 minutes looking for the right icon. That may be trying too hard, the right emoji, till I find the
emojis are a lot.
It's a lot. And to find the right ones, wasting a lot of time in life.
Yeah.
But I'd like to please the person again, you know, trying too hard. So I'm not mad about it. And I'm trying to rein myself in. I don't.
Do you love it when people try too hard to make you happy? I'm sure David tries. Do you try too hard to make Amanda as your friend happy?
No,
No. You love to make my friends happy.
You know, I got to the point.
The friends you have. You do.
No. I mean, my friendships are cherished. So for me, it's very much about being present, being there, listening, taking note of where they're at.
Yeah.
And I have who have I tried hard with?
But what's the difference between putting in effort and trying too hard?
I think if
is there like a line, a nuance?
Yeah, there is.
Yes,
okay,
there's a difference with
educate
effort.
me.
Effort is, for me, it's like knowing somebody, like with Amanda, we'll go for tea and say, well, I'm always late. Or I'm in the wrong restaurant.
Are you really always late?
Oh, yes. The other day, I was in the wrong restaurant, 15 minutes away,
I had
asking
to rear
where.
everybody up from far and wide, where we're going to meet. But I told them that day that was the problem.
The thing is that it's that thing of like, you know, your friend will drink the Earl Grey tea, so you order them Earl Grey
ahead
tea.
of time. Okay.
Or like I've got another friend that likes a glass of wine, or let's say 2 bottles of wine, put it that way. But then I know, okay, fine, I know what to gift them. You know, things like that. I think that's effort.
Okay. It's not trying too hard.
No.
Okay, great. Difference, effort and trying too hard?
No, I think that one really needs to be conscious of another person and what's important to them. I think if it's really only about you, we are missing the point in life. And more and more I'm culling friends where I feel it's an only about you situation.
Yeah.
I do make an extreme effort to think, who am I communicating with? What's important? And I'm coming across as very sincere, but you've brought that out. And
no,
but it's true.
You are.
It's true. I think you need to be very, very conscious that the world doesn't revolve around you.
Okay.
One sees it in cars everywhere. It's more and more society that thinks it's about me in my big car. Move aside. I'm important. Beep beep.
Yeah.
No.
Actually,
Really, I do go right back to we should be more thoughtful as a community, and certainly with our friends.
Yeah.
Be aware what's important to them, not only to
that
you.
would be effort. That would be
And that
putting in
takes effort. It's not just what
Being
you feel like to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
What's happening in your life?
Yeah.
I might want to tell you, but just push pause if you can.
Yeah.
And say, actually, Nonto, you're doing amazingly. I'd like to rather tell you about me, but push pause. And to talk about what you've brought out to me, not that I'm so fantastic, which we know you know.
You are.
But how did we get there?
Yes.
Thank you and thank you.
Yeah. But
so what I'm saying is, no, really.
Yeah.
You'd really do. And for those that don't care and couldn't be bothered to ask, it's just really rather watch a good Netflix show, and there are plenty.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Another theme. Take us there. What's your selection? What's
3.
Number? Oh,
gee whiz.
Okay.
Many of the books.
The third theme is, I don't know why I put this down. God, aunts and uncles.
It is an odd one.
It's aunts, uncles, and let's throw in cousin.
Okay.
It's one of the oddest for me ever.
Tell me.
I have hardly any. I don't know of an aunt or an uncle. They're
Are you
dead.
serious?
Yeah.
But
they did.
How was
I loved my aunts and uncles.
Like big family lunches.
I did. I loved that.
Not Christmases. Oh my God.
Yeah,
you don't celebrate Christmas?
No, it's also busy there with the Hanukkah and what.
Yeah.
No, we had plenty of those big holidays, and I absolutely loved them. I had such a sense of belonging, of feeling taken care of in the community. It really gave me such a sense of being a little important somebody. I had a wonderful aunt. She was superb, Auntie Sadie. Auntie Sadie. Oh, she was from heaven. She was just my aunt.
Yeah.
Oh, she was solid. Yeah. Auntie Sadie, and she had Sadie's wool shop, which said it all. She was snug and wool, and she was a pillar of the community.
Yeah.
But I lost her sadly. She had cancer, and I lost my uncle at a young age, and there was Mommy, and Mommy was my everything, which is why I'm so obsessed. It is only 3.5 months. I'm sorry. I'll talk about other things next year when Nonto asks me, but it's soon.
Well, I love the conversation about Mom. David, aunts and uncles, and let's throw in cousins. Relationship bonding.
And the one who brought your suitcase with the makeup, you had smart.
Oh, my great aunt.
Yeah.
God, I loved her. She was glamorous. She had a voice deeper than mine, but smoked cigarettes, drank whiskey. She did not give 2 ticks. Everybody in the family was always quite jealous of her. She never had kids. She was married. She lived a very glamorous life. And she introduced me from a very young age to the theatre, the ballets, the whole kinds of things.
Yeah.
And I was very blessed to have her in my life till she was about, I think, 83 or 84. But my best of that woman, when she was in hospital, she would phone my mother and say to her, "Will you please come do my hair and my nails? I think I'm going to die."
Oh.
Which means like she had to be glamorous.
Her last day.
Last breath, she had to have her hair and nails done. And I find
what did that teach you?
Just was like, always look fabulous.
Look fabulous. Even
always.
If you're
and make others look fabulous, which is what you do.
Yeah.
You pull me right up with that schlock tracksuit and you put me in.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I know. It's a beautiful thing that you do, David.
You know, for me, like my aunts and uncles, or on the theme of aunts and uncles, I grew up with my uncles. My mom had me young, and they were like my brothers, and brought me a lot of beautiful memories, including my love for reggae music, which, you know, I'm obsessed with. And now being a parent and my kids having aunts and uncles, they helped to raise my kids, to babysit when I needed time to be alone and not get out of my pajamas. And I just love the bigger family connection that I have with them. But I also know that when we had family events, then, you know, we've got to make a lot of coffee, bake a lot of scones, wash a lot of dishes, because aunts who have traveled from far, I hear like my one aunt would say in Zulu, "Uzolu ligazi," meaning she's come to rest. And as a teen, I would always just feel so annoyed that you've come all the way to rest in our home, and now I must like tend to your needs and wash a lot of dishes and bake a lot of scones. But all beautiful memories. David, what theme do you want to go to next? What number?
So you did what?
No, I did 3, but
3.
yeah.
I did 7. You did 9.
Yeah.
Have we done 10?
No.
10.
There we are.
Ooh, now you're gonna love this one because it's exactly what you prepped for. Parents.
Oh.
Now you don't have to be mad at me for changing up the conversation.
Okay.
Right.
So
what did you wish to share today? What did you rehearse in your prep about parents, especially the role your moms played? I think you wanted to talk about mothers. The both of you are parents.
Fathers, it's the same
all of
for
it.
me.
Great. Go wild.
So
Navigating failure, how they raised you.
Oh, have they been there? Like pillars. I've never experienced such support in my entire life with my parents.
Yeah.
I was exceptionally blessed being brought into their family, as in being born to them. My mother definitely taught me how to shop. She's a shopper. And my father who is an intellectual, an academic. So I think from that point, a lot of loggerheads, very different with my dad. But I've never had a more supporting person than my father and then my mother.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very blessed that they're still with me.
Yeah. How old are they?
They're both 75, which is like incredible.
It's like me.
No, I think that's the wrong way around.
Yeah. And what would you say to parents now watching us have fun and explore these topics about how they handle their kids failing or making choices that they don't necessarily agree with?
I think for myself, my own experience, my parents have watched me make the most disastrous decisions in my life.
Really?
And they have supported me.
Through all of it?
Yeah, I without a doubt. I've always had these 2 hands around me. And it's something I wish for everyone, that they've got that support, because I think when children make decisions and it's like there's a plate on the stove and they're going to go and put their hand there and you have to watch them do it and you have to know that you're going to have to be there to put the ointment on because it's a lesson they had to learn. And one thing I've got from my parents is the ointment.
The ointment. I love that. That's beautiful. To heal, yeah. Mans?
It's a tough one because my parents did fight a lot. They got divorced when I was 13, which was a difficult age. Look, it also brought about humor because coping with stress and fights in the house, they weren't terrible fights, but screaming matches, just door slamming, la, la, la. And my brother would sit at the door and then we'd wait to see if my dad had circled flats to let in the paper.
He was looking, I'm sorry to laugh.
No, but it went out there.
Funny. It is funny.
They were, because,
You see, and so we never knew at what stage Auntie Sadie would be called to say, I'm sorry, your parents are going to separate again. Very tragic, but anyway, we tell the story with black humor.
Yeah.
They were both fantastic parents in their ways.
Yeah.
My dad was an accountant, very conservative, the wrong personality for my mom. She wanted someone very worldly. George Clooney probably would have worked for her. She felt he was too parochial from East London, and he kept a tight rein there on the telephone account. Who's been on the phone for 1 minute, 30 seconds?
Sure.
Why did you need so many Coty's lipstick from the chemist?
Imagine.
But I'll tell you, my dad taught me he had excellent values. And he taught me, you be in control of yourself, my girl. You don't rely on somebody else. You know, he was the director of a car company.
Okay.
He made me buy my first car, which was a pretty crap car. It was a real skadonk. And then it started having trouble, so I took it in for a service. And the next thing, I get a statement, 30 days overdue.
No.
I said, but Dad, it's your company.
Yeah, it's your company, yeah.
He said, but it's your car.
Oh, yeah.
And then 60 days, you know. Anyway, my dad taught me tight, but he had tremendous love for me. I unfortunately didn't experience a life with him. He remarried a lovely woman, but he went overseas.
Okay.
And my mom was it. And my mom was just the most wonderful friend. She was so loyal. She one day, I got into trouble about something at school that I didn't do. She got out. She always drove a sports car. She got out of a Ford Capri, looking like Jackie Onassis. She walked into the principal's office. She said, I'll tell you something, Mr. So-and-so. If my child ever comes back without a smile, I'm not even talking crying, you will be taken out, I can assure you.
Oh, really?
She was
of you.
so protective and loyal till the last. And as much as she had a glad eye for men, which you think the divorce, normally they go.
Glad eye.
She liked a man, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But she would never, ever sacrifice. My brother and I always came first.
Okay.
The only time it really showed up quite badly, when she watched sport, she would floor cross to the team that had a better looking side. So, no, she would be full-on Protea supporter. Then she saw Tendulkar, I think, the Indian captain.
Yeah.
It's very good looking.
Yeah.
Suddenly my mom was, I think India maybe, and she even used to do her hair. She'll push the hair up, and just in case they could see her. And then one said, how about Tom? She was almost blind. She was almost blind at the end. And I said, shame, Mom, but at least you're enjoying the tennis. Are you watching the balls and that? She said, I can't really see much, but I must say Sverris is a very good-looking man. I said, oh, okay.
I can't deal with your mom.
There we are. She said it's gorgeous.
And so you've taken after your mom more than your dad? Or is it just a consequence of
in many ways? But I know you work with men. You've seen I'm very fair with money.
Yeah,
ultra. I'm tight, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dad. I don't like people to take advantage. He was no nonsense person, and I thought I'd be more like my mom, like that. She was much more largesse, femme du monde, busy there with a Lalique crystal and Gucci and what. My dad was no nonsense. He didn't like labels. He didn't like that whole glitzy story.
Yeah.
Glitzy I like from my mom. I like the show busy, telling a good story, as we can see. But my dad was no nonsense.
Love.
And I love that. And I love that. I live with a partner who's also, she's the one who shops for the Target, not me.
Yes.
And I'm busy also there saying, but
why do you need so much
What did you need?
Why do you need so much shampoo?
She hasn't been well now, and I've done the shopping. It's been distressing for her because I get one of everything.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need.
You don't, even if there's a sale. You know what? The offers like, get 2 for the price of 1, or get the third
then
one
you
free.
get 6.
Yes, but then I get 6.
Me too.
Listen, I'm like, great, handy's on sale. I'll buy 7.
Yes, but as our friend Kabela pointed out, whites don't like queuing.
Okay.
I would rather not have the thing than queue. Okay. So if there's a queue for getting the 6,
it's not worth it.
Not worth it. I'd rather compare, is the dewberry yogurt or the yogurt from Woolies?
Yeah.
How much sense can I save?
Okay. Gotcha.
That's
so
better.
Do you know what I want to talk about, which came up when we were writing one of the scripts, was I remember you being so shocked at the fact that some people's debit orders sometimes bounce. Because you've never had a debit order bounce.
I've never had a bounce.
Because of Dad.
100%. The only bounce I knew was tennis. My dad played tennis with me.
Yeah, but you've
never had a bounce.
Yeah.
I don't know what a bounce
brilliant.
is.
That's like,
what
she
is
was
a bounce?
Literally shocked. She's like, what do you mean a debit order bounces? Or if Telkom or whichever account you need to pay. I'm like, it happens to some of us. Actually, to most of us. And Amanda was like, I've never had that situation. I'm trying to teach my kids well about, a lot about money and well about money.
Your son's lovely. Yeah. It's a bit of the mother coming out of me, but I like spending time with your son.
Yeah, beautiful.
He's very lovely.
David, you chose 10. Men's your next theme? Pick a number.
A 6. All the threes, eh?
We could play the lotto when we're done here.
Okay. So, aging.
Oh.
I'm 47.
No.
48 next year. And we
Oh, Amanda, this is the conversation
now about our health, about, what retirement might look like. So, David, what have you learned about this thing called evolving as you get through your 30s, your 40s? You are in your 50s now. Yeah.
So 30 for me was house and car.
Okay.
Have to have the house and car, right? Set up career, do all of that stuff. And I think as a man, I find it very strange. Men have strange midlife crises around 47. Just before 50, they think they're 27. And I went through that thing.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
What does it look like? What does it look like for you?
That's just a big party, doll.
Okay.
That's really going, whatever we did in our 30s and 40s has nothing on what's coming before you turn 50.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I also think health is a luxury. Being healthy and your body's still going and everything, I think that's what luxury is.
Okay.
Because when you start getting ailments and things, I think that's when you start, the age affects you in your mind. Because our minds are so strong that you get a strange, weird hip or these kinds of things. I mean, I've seen it with friends, 47, double hip replacements, things like that.
Do you ever think you feel your age? Because I don't feel.
No, I feel age. 28.
Yeah.
I got stuck on 28.
I feel like I'm still in my early 30s, or it's like, I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it feels like when one says, I feel my age.
I know what it is.
I'm not in denial of, I love that I'm 47, but in my head, there isn't now you're 47, Nontokozo. How do you know what it's like to feel your age?
I do know.
What is it?
My back's very sore. I've got Morton's neuroma in my feet and plantar fasciitis. My body feels old.
What is that?
If they put me at Wits, they could find something wrong everywhere. Physically, I feel my age at the moment from hammering myself.
You've been running most of your life.
So I've hammered myself. I would have done better, really, to be a person who lay on the couch and ate a lot of crisps. But I hammered myself with running. That was my drug of choice. And now we're suffering with a lower back that doesn't have any cartilage, and it rubs nicely together.
The suspension's gone.
It is. It's like a moch old skedonk without the suspension.
Yeah.
Like a donkey carcass, and I still drag myself along the road in the hope I'll get an endorphin. Schnarf would have been better. Sorry, I didn't mean that on the show. But what I'm saying is, busy, you repair your nasal passages and you stop.
And your eyes, you don't wear glasses. Contacts?
No,
that's the one thing for me that was difficult too.
The one eye's minky and the one's good, and then they actually come together quite nicely. So that worked well.
Yeah.
In my head, and just when I sit with you, I feel no age. I was always surprised, even when I was in the ad industry and I was working with the kids who were 20, 30, and I'd go to the loo and then I would go, Habato. You just see the crow's feet, never mind the hardy-dar feet, and everything pulls down. Yeah. And you might have noticed I smile a lot.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm a happy person. I hate these lines. It pulls. It pulls from the gravity. One always thinks old people are miserable.
No, it's just their faces.
It's the face. It pulls.
I think you are a happy person.
Not at all.
I experience you that way.
I've trained myself with a smile. And
your mom, I guess, also was like...
She was dark.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say happy. We've trained ourselves to be personable and black humor happy. But look, I get a lot of encouragement. Funnily enough, the friends that I've chosen are very superficial, even very.
Superficial how?
They love the physical before spiritual.
Okay.
Never
You
mind.
are the inside job. You are the inside job.
I am big on the inside job, and I wonder if I wasn't so famous signing babies and animals as they pass, if I'd be bothered at all.
If you'd be bothered
I think I might. Like the French,
yeah.
au naturel. I find it so tedious running after the next wrinkle and getting a shot. Now, I'll tell you, whereas my partner's come out of major back surgery, her first outing after 8 weeks.
What?
She said, I've got an appointment with a doctor. I said, who? She said, my Botox lady. She said, could you take me? I can't drive yet. I drove her she said,
just so she can be in bed and feel good about how she looks.
Terrible.
And be in recovery.
Exactly. Similarly, he was busy with me today because I heard last minute their cameras. I hoped it was radio and I could come in my tracksuit, but no. Yeah. So he helped me scrub up.
Yeah.
And as he was busy, he said, man, I don't think it could do you any harm.
Of course.
To have just
a lot
here
of
and here.
are thinking about it.
And I'm thinking I'm spending so much on my mess, on the plantar fasciitis and the back. Yeah. Maybe I should treat myself. I don't know.
Come up and
I am being made superficial by my closest people.
Yeah. I think for me, both is important. But as I get older, I realize when I listen to my kids talk about their ambitions, I forget sometimes that there are things they are learning about for the first time. Just like the things you think everybody would know. Like, oh, Mom, why must we call that business for this to be done? I'm like, oh, my God, he's a child who doesn't know how Wi-Fi happens. All he knows is the internet is on and I can be online.
I don't know how Wi-Fi happens.
Listen, it changes all the time. Who had chosen the last theme? It was you, David. Who chose?
You did the 10, and then where were we at the health and
health and death? Who got us to aging?
It was me.
You got us to
aging. You got us to aging.
Okay. Radio. So you had selected the last one. Who cares at this point?
It doesn't matter.
Right. Okay, David, let me give you a chance to pick a theme.
One.
Okay. 2026.
Oh.
I love it. What is your intention for the new year? And do you have any ritual?
Okay. So this year was a 9.
Yes,
so it's the ending.
I love that you're going there because that's my thing.
It's the end of things that don't serve us anymore. And next year is a 1, which is new beginnings, right? So I just want to...
Let me bring your camera a little bit close to you.
I just want to have fun.
You want to have fun.
I want to have fun and... Obviously, always career. I think I'll be working till the day I drop dead solely because I love it. But I just think it's time to enjoy life, like not sweat the small things, take the chances, don't let the negative chew in your head and say you can't do it. Put it all aside and go, I can.
I know you're a Leo. And how old are you turning next year?
I'm going to be a glorious 54.
Oh, my God. That is wonderful. Are you excited to be getting to your mid-50s?
I find it's so weird. Like when people say to me, you lose a lot of, like, you just don't care anymore. And it didn't sort of hit me when I turned 50. It hit me at like 51, 52.
Okay.
And I think my fear, to be honest, is being so close to 60.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because I just think there's going to be so much more plastic surgery.
I love it. Why not?
No, of course.
Yeah, as long as you've got a good plastic surgeon, I would say. Yeah. And obviously your savings for it. Mans?
For me, it could be like a surgeon touched for the very first time.
Yeah.
I'm still a naturale.
Yeah.
All I can say when he said it's a 9, I know nothing on numerology, but I can say 9 in terms of the German word. 2025 was a big 9. No, worst year ever. You know, people say.
Like because of moment.
One of the many. If I'll start naming them, people will just think this is a very depressing show. Don't.
Yeah.
Not a good year. Let's summarize it. Poor year. Poor. I don't expect to suddenly 2026 comes and I'm blossoming. Let's not be unrealistic.
I can see you're a glass half full person, man.
Very half.
Yeah.
Very half on everything. Maybe a bit fence sitting, and maybe I'd be fluid in today's generation. But the point being, half full.
Half full, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Look, I would like a lot more play. I would like to take myself less seriously. Thanks to a person like you and to David. You do give one opportunity and strength to be yourself and play. And I love that part. I do know I can't get away from deep sadness that is going to trail, but it will come out in the black humor. It won't be black without the humor.
Yeah. Do you have routines when the 31st hits and the 1st of January?
Just so that I don't really hear the New Year things. I like to be asleep before 12.
Okay.
I feel, don't fool yourself. Don't feel that it's 26 now. Big change.
Yeah,
by all means, it's a correct thing to have a bit of an idea of what you'd like to manifest. But in fact, let's also be realistic, and the thing for me is be true to who you are. Strive for what you do love, which is to play, which is to enjoy life, because it goes. And as David said, the day you don't want to get out of bed's bad. The day you wake up's even worse. You don't wake up, I should say. That's a very bleak situation.
Yeah, brilliant.
So while one can
have fun
within the realistic boundaries.
Your choice to choose the last game.
I think I'll go for number 2, which sounds like a wee. Or
number 2 is good.
No, it's the other one. Number 2 rhymes with Lou,
as in the second.
Let's not do that.
It's good. Okay, so let's talk the last thing, and you are not ready for this. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on gifts. When have you gotten it wrong with buying gifts?
And I brought you a gift.
But hold on. Let's. I want to know how do you make sure you give the right gifts, and how do you react if you get a gift that you don't like?
I can give 2 very good stories. So, gifts. Again, it's about thinking who that person is, and not necessarily that you like Katie Atkinson, therefore that should be what Monto gets. Listen, I can hear their nouns, and you like the business with the numerology and manifestation. Get that one for you. David, yes, we get a bit of Annie Leibovitz and what. Don't start.
Love Annie Leibovitz.
Yes, don't start coming with what you fancy with a new Nike headband, because it might wrong. But I did. I just got into a new relationship with a female, I might add, since I have come out in my own way on the show. And she brought me, it was my 40th even. And all the friends again brought me gifts that they knew were for me. There was a running shoe, even I remember opium perfume was the perfume, so thoughtful.
Beautiful.
And it was a long tube, and I was really expecting a painting. I love lovely. Anyway, I unwrapped the gift, and it was a penguin prawn pump.
What?
What is that?
Well, we were going to Kenton on holidays for sucking prawns out of the beach.
What?
Oh, my God, no.
Because you love that.
I hate it. I'm actually from a landlocked Joburg, a kugel by growing up. All right, I diversified. But the point is, that's what she liked. She liked to go fishing in Kenton.
For prawns?
Oh,
no. The prawns are the bait, which is even worse.
No,
you then must put it on the.
So what was your reaction?
I wrote a column. I was fortunately in journalism, and I wrote journalism, and I wrote a column about the most disappointing birthday present, turning 40, and that I should have stuck with men. They got it right, the presents. And my mom reinforced. She said, "Well, men knew what to buy you. Why must she now start seeing women who buy you prawn pumps for your birthday?" So it wasn't good.
And you said thank you politely.
No, I didn't. There didn't people please.
You didn't people please, and it didn't lie.
Well, I said I don't know what it is.
Okay.
So.
And then you passed it on to somebody else. What do you do with gifts you don't like? In the rare occasion that you get one.
Look, being my father's child, I take it back to the shop first and ask, can I get the money back and get something I like?
Is there a safe gift to give you? Maybe a book.
A book's always
candle.
good. And the
Do you
good
like
thing
candles?
is, I love a candle.
Okay.
I really love a candle.
Please, David, make note.
A scented candle,
Yeah.
a book, and the good thing is exclusive or wonderful. You can take the book back unless it's got a bit of a pig ear and my dog Luna's been busy. But otherwise, you take it back and you can exchange.
Okay.
So a book's
Brilliant.
great.
Brilliant. And what advice would you give to somebody who tends to give people terrible gifts?
Have a chat to your friend before. Get a sense of where they're at in their life.
Okay.
And buy accordingly. Don't
I would just say, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you.
Exactly.
That works in
Sounds
every
like-
situation.
Yeah, first situation.
Can't go wrong.
David, your thought on gifts?
Gifts.
Mhm.
I do have a funny story about a gift. I think I must have been 35.
Yeah.
And I had this gentleman friend, and I had a party, and there were all these presents and whatever, and I waited till everybody left.
Mm-hmm.
And he came with an exclusive book bag, and I'm not a book person, unfortunately, unless it's got pictures. So I thought, no, I'm not going to actually like this gift. So
You thought you were not going to like it before you saw what it was?
no, wait, when you know what it is or was, you'll get a shock.
Okay.
So I open the gifts and everything, and then I leave this book business for the last. And I say to my friend, what the hell do you think you bought me? And I open that bag, and it's an LV wallet.
Ooh, even
But your energy now.
No, but the thing is, no, it was...
The wallet.
I was so
Yeah.
shook. I was shook because I thought it looked like a book. I thought to myself, this person doesn't know me at all.
Yeah. I love that.
And then that was my surprise. I thought it was very interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
the presentation at
yes.
least. Yeah. How do you
And
deal with
assuming.
gifts you don't like? Do you do what Amanda does?
I'm very difficult to buy for.
Mm-hmm.
So most people are,
intimidated.
yeah. So it would be something
So
like
what
an
happens when you're
orchid.
intimate? You just, I mean, what
they'll come with the-
is your safest gift to give you?
Aero.
What?
Yeah, chocolate.
Give him aero.
Chocolate.
You
Cheap and cheerful. No, cheap and cheerful chocolate. Lint's great.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Not a tea.
An Earl Grey, maybe.
Yeah, oh, great.
Earl Grey.
The thing is, I think that having been in the industry I've been in for so many years, they think, that's such great taste and you need to go to Apsley House and buy something.
Yeah.
But the reality, it isn't. It's the little things that I actually love. It's like if someone took the time and painted a mug, or brought
You
me
see the mug
something.
at me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing I find very beautiful because somebody's taken the time, done something special
Yeah.
or whatever. It doesn't have to be something ostentatious.
Yeah.
So gifting for me, I think it's personal. And when I buy gifts, I always think of the person.
Mm.
I know this person's going to like this.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily mean on a birthday or at Christmas.
Yeah.
It can just be.
Just because.
Yes, because I saw it and I thought, oh, you'll love this.
Yeah. Do you love it when people open your gifts in front of you? Do you make a request like, you must open this.
No,
Open it now. I want to see how you feel about it.
No. I find that a bit wild.
Which
but
part?
The forcing someone and then opening gifts in front of people. Yeah. Because now imagine you give them something and they don't like it and then they really have to be like, no, it's fabulous. Thank you so much.
And do you get people to open gifts in front of you?
Generally not. I prefer,
in your time.
I feel the same. I mean, as much as we can put on the chameleon, and this is so lovely.
Yeah,
it's terrible if it's not. If it's shocking.
Yeah.
So I think it's best in the privacy, and then you can always send the right icon. with a
the right emoji. It's an emoji. Don't call it an icon. You're telling your age.
I mean, we did speak about age. You've exposed me already. I agree. Send a lovely emoji, but they didn't have to see how disappointed you were and have a sense that you will be back at Hyde Park to do an exchange.
Yeah. So let's wrap it up. What do you want people to know about failure as they get into the new year? Just one thing.
One thing.
One thing you'd like them to know about failing and failure.
I think my thing would be to say, never be scared to get up and continue.
Yeah.
Never be scared. I think fear is the thing that makes failure.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that. Man's one thing.
I think give yourself a time to revel in your failure and to really rub your nose in it and figure out why they hated you so much.
Yeah.
But then I think there's a cut-off point. You must have the cut-off point. Surround yourself with good people. Listen to fabulous music. Start building that inner person that crumbled at the time and start again, and you will start to feel new stuff happening, new little buds and shoots. At the time of it, you can't think of it. It really is too terrible. But say the cutoff point, I'm giving myself 2 months to really wallow. Then it's just those positive things in life, those things that they might be hard to do. Start doing them. Start doing the exercise, if it's that, moderation, going out, seeing friends, surrounding yourself with good people. That's a huge thing. And not hiding, because one can tend to hide. You feel ashamed, or not you. I have felt shame or ashamed when I felt failure, and you withdraw. But I don't believe it's healthy. Then there's a time that it's enough.
Brilliant.
That's what I would say.
How was that? A wild experiment on Cheers to Failure.